Javier Zamora endured a perilous 3,000-mile journey from a small town in El Salvador to the United States by himself at just 9 years old. In the aftermath of the Civil War, his parents had been forced to flee from their home years earlier, later entrusting a network of smugglers called coyotes to reunite them with their little boy. His 2-week trip through Guatemala, Mexico, and the Sonoran Desert stretched into 9 life-altering weeks. His harrowing story fills the pages of his memoir, called Solito. It's pieced together from his memories, many unearthed through therapy, and from childhood journals and drawings, some stained with tears.
Javier, we're so happy you're here. And we just first want to say congratulations, because this book, which has been a testament to your story and to the stories of millions of others, I know that was why you wrote it, hit the New York Times bestseller list.
Yay.
Was the little boy in you just delighted by that?
Absolutely. It has been a dream come true. I think we can say that I'm the first Salvadoran to make the bestseller list, and that has really blown me away.
Wow, it's such beautiful writing, but the story itself is so moving, and it just captured me with Jenna's last words in that piece, those tear-stained pages that you were drawing from to find some of your memories. How tough was it to remember, bring back all of those thoughts?
Ooh, it was very difficult. I do want to put that out there that, you know, I've had the privilege to really look at my trauma, look at that nine-year-old kid every single day. And there were days where I would have to, you know, just cry it out. There were days where I just had to sleep, and it's been difficult, to say the least. Yeah.
One of the reasons why you wrote this book, and one of my favorite parts of this book, is that it's really about love. You know, I think when you read the headlines and you think about some of the hateful things that are said in the political part of immigration, you don't think about the fact that these are 9-year-old little kids, and that you found this family. You know, you were coming to see your parents that were here, but there was this beautiful family. And you wrote this really for them.
Absolutely. And I want to just shout out their names. You know, there's Patricia and her 12-year-old daughter, Carla. Chino, who must have been 19 at the time. And I think what's also forgotten is that these children, oftentimes, not always, they have these adults, these people that you could call good Samaritans or angels that have huge amount of empathy and love.
Yeah.
And that's why I am here today.
And that family that kind of, you know, adopted you after you were abandoned by the person that was supposed to bring you, literally carried you when your little feet couldn't walk anymore.
Yeah. And on the boat in the middle of the Pacific, Chino also hugged me and kept me warm. Wow. And so multiple times in those 7 weeks, when I was no longer with a coyote or somebody that I knew, my grandpa, who accompanied me for the first 2 weeks, they were the ones, the family of 4, who really took care of me.
You last saw them, and that sounds like such an emotional time, and you dedicated this book partly to them. Was the hope for you that they'll see it, they'll read it?
I get that question a lot, and yes, it would be another dream if they showed up to one of the meetings, one of the readings, or if they just send me an email. You know, I really hope that they're out there thriving as well.
Well, we love to watch you thriving. We know it's not always easy, but this book is a beautiful tribute to your own story, to that little boy who I know you now think is one of the biggest badasses there ever was. Sorry, I had to say it. But to also millions of others.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
We love you.
You've given them voice.